Well, hello. Andrea will be here in a minute. We've not long been back, so we've been rushing around trying to get ready, have some food. And we weren't sure we would be back in time, hence we didn't have a guest lined up for today, but we do have guests for future weeks. That is the plan moving forward. But we did make it back in time, so we thought we'd come live and just have a bit more of a casual chat tonight. So I will fill for a minute whilst Andrea's getting ready. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. Looks to be working. And I thought we'd chat about YouTube, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but last week we celebrated 10 years here on YouTube. And I thought it'd be interesting to talk about why we've been doing YouTube for 10 years, what keeps us going, what do we get out of it, and the reasons that we do YouTube, and just talk about that. So let me scroll back and I can say a few hellos whilst we wait for Andrea. I'm guessing you can hear and see me. Nobody's put in the chat that you can't. Right, let's say some quick hellos. Oh, it's all bouncy on here. Hi, Leanne. Going to watch in the morning. All right, no worries. Peter, good to see you. And Phil, yeah, sorry we didn't manage to get you on last Sunday. Yeah, sorry about that. Another time. Good to see you. Good evening. Move with the wind. Good evening, Emily, Antoinette, Will. Good evening, Anne. We've been, just to let you know, we've been away for the weekend again. We went down to my parents because my niece Emma was back from Australia with her new partner, her new boyfriend. She's back for a few weeks because it's her 30th birthday yesterday. She's a nurse. She's moved to Australia to nurse down there. Been out there for a couple of years. So she came back to celebrate her birthday and meet new family members she's not met, little babies. So yeah, we've been catching up with family. So lots of people. It's been good. It's been pretty hectic, and we've only been back a short while. Hello, Amy. Catching a live for the first time in weeks. Good to see you. Ross, enjoyed the random box. Oh, good. Yeah, that was a huge box of stuff. I edited that video quite heavily. Otherwise, it would have been like, I think it took us 45 minutes just to unpack it. But yeah, Stephen, I can't believe he sent all that stuff to us. It's incredibly generous. And there was some really nice little gems in there, some interesting stuff. Yeah, Stephen's a very generous man. Once Love Treasures, hello, hello. Good to see you. All right, I'm trying to get to the bottom. Andrea will be here. If you've just joined us, I've just seen the numbers shoot up. We've got 119 in. Tony and Jill, hello. Weather's been gorgeous the last couple of days, hasn't it? God, we were sat in the garden at my sister's house today before we left. It's so nice. Oh, I love a bit of sunshine. Right, nearly at the bottom. Raymond, hello. Hope you're well. Enjoying the summer. Exactly that. Yes. Glass Hammer, welcome. Good to see you. Are you ready? So yeah, if you're just joining us, it's just going to be us, Andrea and I, when she gets here, because we weren't sure we'd be back in time. But we'll be back to our guests as of next week. I think we have 3 or 4 lined up now. Haven't settled on dates for some people. Should we share who we've got on next week?
Can you? I haven't found it with her to make sure that she's okay still.
Well, we think
we have booked in.
Next week it's going to be Cheryl.
Yeah.
What name does she go by?
Pound Girl.
Pound Girl, that's it, of course. She's very active on Insta. Does a lot of live streams on Insta. Used to do YouTube back in the day.
Yeah, done a little bit of YouTube, I think.
So looking forward to that. I don't know if we've got a subject matter for Cheryl, have we?
Maybe not. Maybe not yet.
But we do have a bunch of guests lined up. So yeah, we'll be kind of back to that again next week.
Yeah.
So I was just saying hi to the chat.
But it's nice to change it up a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you explain why we're, ad hocing it today?
Yeah, I was saying that we weren't really sure we'd be back, if I'm totally honest. Holt Sales, is that? Chris Tyler, hello, Jessica. George E. Yeah, talking of possible guests for future. Yeah, so C. Blaney's with us. Just say a few more hello. Secret Carper, married to reselling. We're in. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Thanks again for sending the stuff over. I don't know quite what we're going to do with the bums game now. We might have to gift it to somebody. We just get passed on and on that one. Flipping Maggie, RS Harris. Right. We're going to whiz to the end. Tea cakes, diesel engine. Lots of people saying hello. I'm trying to get to the end. Fluffy muffin.
I saw Stephen go past.
Oh, is Stephen in? Yeah.
Oh, she mentioned on Insta that she's on next week. Oh, good. All right. I haven't seen that.
Right. She's definitely okay with next week then.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, we thought we would just talk a bit about YouTube because it is quite a long amount of time to be here doing this. Why do we keep going? What's in it for us? What do we get out of it? And why do we carry on? It was interesting talking to James Boldfinds last week about his decision to stop doing reselling content because his heart's just not in it. He doesn't have the time nor the energy to do it. And that's fair enough. I totally understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, completely.
So, yeah. So why are you still doing YouTube 10 years in?
I enjoy it.
But that's the main thing, I think.
Yeah, I think if you don't enjoy it, then don't do it because it shouldn't feel like work. It's something that you do for fun, really, more than anything else.
Well, I think it would show.
Yeah.
I think if I was really just going through the motions for the sake of it, it would show. It would be very flat. I think. I hope it comes across that I still enjoy sharing what I do. I enjoy sharing the excitement I still get about finding something cool, about getting a sale with a decent margin on it. I'm still excited every time.
Yeah.
And whilst there's still a little bit of joy in sharing that, I'm just going to keep doing it.
Yeah. So Will has a question. He says, on average, how long does it take to edit a video? It really depends on whether it's you or me.
You take a long time.
I take a long time.
From my point of view, an average kind of Monday, that's generally 1 or 2 long takes, and I just cut bits out if I'm faffing around doing things or I mess something up completely. I would just clip a few bits out. But those Monday picking orders videos, that edit doesn't take me long at all. I'll do it all on my phone, just chop out a few bits, maybe add something in if I've forgotten to say something or I want to add something. But generally that's half an hour, about the amount of time it takes to watch it through and clip bits. That's all I do. But a boot sale video or a yard sale video can be hours because I sometimes have hours of footage.
This is it, because most of the footage that I edit for my videos is vlog footage. So it does take hours.
Yeah. And you are doubly fussy. You take more time on your edit.
Yeah.
But yeah. And the other thing about YouTube is, let's be open about the fact that it pays us now. So it is worth the hours we put in to edit videos. We've been very open about how much, and I was looking earlier, actually, when we got back, I quickly looked because I knew we were going to talk about this. Our average for the main channel, this one, per 1,000 views is now £7.20, but it fluctuates between video. So if we have a video that does, let's say, 5,000 views, which is maybe around the average for the channel, you can see it's still kind of paying its way. And if occasionally we get a video that goes a bit crazy for the channel, and then it really does pay off. But it still isn't all about the money because
when we start, we've said it before, but when we started, we didn't even know you could monetize.
No.
So
that was a happy, when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay.
So that was never the intention when the channel was started. It was just to share what we do.
I was excited to find people doing what I did.
Yeah, and to connect with other people.
Yeah. And then I'm still constantly amazed that people find it interesting, but they do.
Stephen says it looks like hard work. And I would say to that, it's work and it takes time, but I don't feel like it's hard work.
What, the editing are we talking about?
Both the filming and the editing. I enjoy both.
Yeah, it's hard to call it hard work.
No, it's not hard work. It's enjoyable work, but it is work.
But going back to if we weren't enjoying it, and I think this is where James got to with it when we talked to him, when it becomes a chore and you feel you have to put a video out and you don't know what you're going to talk about and your heart's not in it, then it's work.
Yeah, and that's when you should stop.
But most of the time, well, I'll say most of the time, because every now and again when there's a lot going on or when we've got other things outside of YouTube that we don't share going on, sometimes YouTube can just feel like that extra thing that I really don't want to deal with. And every now and again you can feel like that. And I have stepped away a couple of times just to take the pressure off. But most of the time I still enjoy it. I still get a buzz out of putting a video out, seeing if it does well, seeing if people respond well to it. Quite often they don't. Yeah. We were looking at the numbers, weren't we, the other day over the weekend. I put a vlog out about our time in Bristol at the eBay Roadshow. Nobody's bothered about that. That's done about 1.7k.
That's not been a popular one.
Channel average is 4,000 or 5,000 normally. It's interesting what people really don't want to watch. I thought that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but rummaging through Stephen's box of toys, that's done twice as well as that. It's funny what people engage with and what people want to watch.
Chris says you need plenty of content to stop things going stale.
Yes, and trying to keep it interesting on our side is the same.
Yeah.
Try not to keep it stale for the viewers. Although I found generally the viewers like that I do this on a Monday and then we might do I don't have, well, that's the only video that's regular, really. My Monday picking orders and then this on a Sunday.
But there are people that don't like it.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody.
You can't, no. I think you have to please yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah. But that can be a problem.
George says, I wish I was better at editing and quicker.
Right.
But I suppose that it just comes with practice, but I'm really fussy about it anyway. I come from a background, I've got a degree in photography and film and video, and I come from that background. So, I kind of take it seriously and I want it to be, that's my favorite part of it, to be honest. The editing part of it is my favorite part.
Well, I think you approach editing that you're going to get it right and you're going to take as much time as you think it. Yeah. I'm like, I need to get this done in the next half an hour.
Yeah.
Because I've got other stuff to be doing.
You're always rushing about. Yeah.
So I kind of rush through and edit and then watch it back. And just to put something out there, always watch back your video before you publish it, because it's so easy to leave a clip in or double up a clip. Was it Carla that did that recently? Or left something in that was clearly where she went, oh, goodness, I'm going to edit this bit out, or something. Was that Carla?
Somebody did.
I've done that before.
I don't know if it was Carla. Yeah, I've seen people, but I've seen, quite big YouTubers do exactly the same thing. They've obviously done something again because they've not liked what they did the first time and forgotten to cut the last bit out. Well, so that you get they're saying the same thing twice, but in different ways. And you're like, oh, you meant to cut that bit out, didn't you?
I left 2 intros in once. So I did a whole intro and I decided, I filmed a couple of intros and I thought I'll just leave the one in that works best and then left them both in. And people were just commenting, that was a bit weird. That was years ago, though.
Yeah. Holt Sales, who is Daniel, says, Holt is my late grand's maiden name. Doing it to keep myself able to do more, but also a memory of my nan who said, do what you can to keep happy.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey. Jeff is on the sofa almost certainly.
Well, actually, I think he's sitting in the window actually.
Oh, is he?
Tonight, yeah. We've been away for the weekend, so he's getting his fix of sitting in the window and watching the world go by.
We got home, he jumped straight up there and started barking at the neighbours. That's what he loves. That's his thing. As much as it winds us up, that's his thing.
Deborah says, watching Andrea's vlogs and the Nick and Andrea vlogs are the highlights of my week. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
nice thing to say.
and that kind of feedback, that response genuinely makes it worthwhile. You know, we do get feedback, most of it positive, not all of it. We could touch on that. But it genuinely makes it worthwhile. And when we went down to Bristol and we chatted with all sorts of different people who know us through the channel, it just makes it real. It gives you a sense of your audience. You know, I chatted to Glass Hammer, who's in, and we had a good chat about stuff.
Yeah.
And I love that, the fact that we have connections all over the country, you know, through this.
Absolutely, yeah. Cheryl's in and says, this is why I only do lives. Editing blows my mind.
It can be a time sink.
It can be.
Thank you. Who's that? Great channel, love it.
Oh,
Viva
Mark.
Viva Mark, thank you.
Peter Ray says, tend to take 2 hours average to edit a video, around 10 to 15 minutes, but it can be a lot more for a longer video.
Yeah, wow. You sound like a perfectionist, like this one here.
Yeah.
I try and whiz through it as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, and you edit on your phone, whereas I edit on the laptop.
It depends. If it's GoPro footage, I will take the memory card, import it all to the Mac and edit on here. But any footage I've filmed on my phone, I edit on iMovie on the phone and upload it straight from the phone. Yeah, I find that really efficient. It works.
Stephen says, it may pay you, but I believe the death of a channel is caused by content makers pandering to the algorithm rather than making content that they want to. Now, that is a really good point, And we were actually talking about this in the car, weren't we? That,
yeah.
I said that with my channel, I really want to take it in a certain direction, but already I can see that if I put out a car boot sale video, it does really, really well. Charity shop videos do really well. And then you can get caught in that idea of, oh, but that's what people want, so perhaps I should do more of that. Whereas, I would like to do more things that excite me, if you know what I mean. And then I'm worried that maybe I'll lose followers, or maybe, people won't want to watch it, or
no, but
whatever.
If you're changing tack, you should be expecting to lose followers, but then you'll find your new audience. Exactly.
The audience that's right for the channel will find you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about.
And also, talking about pandering to the algorithm, I think you can easily get in the headspace of what do people want, or that video, whatever it is, did well.
Yeah.
Must make more of them.
Yeah.
But I think that does miss the point.
And I do enjoy doing the car boot sale videos and going charity shopping and all of that, but I don't want to get stuck in a feeling of, oh, I need to keep doing these because they're the ones that, I feel like people want to watch because they're the ones that get more views. Whereas, I want to be able to do other things and, anyway.
We do sometimes get funny comments about the content. And it's like, why can't you do this? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you show this? And I'm like, all I can do is document what I'm doing. I can't make it any more interesting or more varied or what. It's just it, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. And going back to the algorithm thing, I watch every now and again channels about being a YouTuber and what works and what doesn't. And one guy was saying some really clever stuff that really stuck with me, that it's the algorithm's job to find your audience. You just put out you to the best of your ability and make your videos watchable and engaging. That's your job as a creator. The algorithm, it shouldn't be any of your business. Its job is to find your viewers. So forget about it.
So you've just got to put out the content that you want to put out because you enjoy doing that. Otherwise you end up, and it does feel like hard work, because you end up
chasing
doing
views.
Things because you're trying to please other people and not doing things because you're creating yourself, if you know what I mean.
And I think I got stuck in that headspace for a while, trying to grow a channel headspace. And that just drives you nuts, because then you're trying to get the views and you're trying to see subs growing. Yeah. And then you're focused on the wrong thing. You should be focused on making a fun, engaging video.
Yeah.
End of. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway.
And doing what, making the content that you enjoy making.
Yeah.
Zahir's in. Hello, Zahir.
Hello. I caught you on your late and live the other night. It's good to see you.
Ross says, a huge respect to those who you do YouTube videos and editing, lots of work. I used to edit my own podcast 15 years ago. I did podcasts before they were cool, but that's just the audio. Doing video was lots more. Yeah. And Peter says, can be hard when technology fails you. Overall, enjoy filming, even editing videos, even though they can take hours to edit.
The technology fails. I'm a lastminute.com person. Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to get this video up by 6:15 when I normally make them public. So I'll be editing in the last moment, and then I've got to export it from my phone, and then I've got to upload it, and then you upload it, and then it decides that it's got to do some checks. And then it's every now and again, it'll take 3 hours to do those checks. It's normally like 15 minutes.
You're editing on your video, on your phone.
It crashes.
And then it tells you that you don't have enough storage to export it.
That's the one. Yep. Memory almost full. We can't export. And you're like, oh my God. And then you've got to delete all of the other reams of footage you don't need. My phone is constantly full of video footage I need to delete. Yeah. I need a phone with a bigger memory. That's what I need.
Natalie said, I enjoyed the roadshow video personally. I did consider going. Good. Yeah. I'm glad somebody enjoyed it.
It has got a good response, as in people said that sort of thing in the comments. But as far as, and this is the trap, isn't it? If everything's about numbers, that video is a failure. But I enjoyed making that video. I thought it was a good edit. It was a nice variety, walking around Bristol, inside a pub, at the venue, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not getting the views. Is it a failure? No, because people enjoyed it and I enjoyed making it. But if you get stuck in the whole views thing, then it was a failure. But it's not really. And that's the sort of video that for us is fun to look back at in a couple of years. Because you forget all the detail of stuff you've done. Every now and again, we'll go back and sit there and watch old videos on the telly, and it's mind-blowing the stuff we've got, the record of all those events. Yeah.
Sometimes I get one of our videos recommended to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, let's put this on. And it's just a nice little, look, there's the old, what do we call it? The tat cave. All I had in my head was tat shed, and I couldn't get it out.
That's because I now have a shed.
We're like, oh, look, there's the old tat shed. Oh, there's Monty. Oh, and it's just really nice to look back on.
Have you lost video footage before? Yes. I've lost a whole GoPro full of footage before. I've lost footage on my phone. Yeah, I've deleted footage accidentally. That's a fun one. All those things. Yeah. It kind of comes with the territory. But yeah, the most frustrating thing with making content is when the technology fails you. When iMovie just shuts down and you've lost a load of work, or you can't export because you don't have the storage space. That's the main frustration.
Yeah. Cheryl says, also, I swear too much for YouTube.
You can swear on YouTube. Don't let that stop you.
Tommy says, do what makes you want to for yourself, or do you sorry.
Can we try that again?
Do you make what you want to for yourself, or do you make videos for the audience?
It's kind of it's evolved into a combination of both. I kind of know what people like, but also I don't completely pander to that. Otherwise you'd go insane. It's kind of finding that balance, I think, isn't it? Make the videos that are perhaps easy to make and fit in with your busy life, which is another problem with it, but also that is going to land quite successfully. Yeah. But if you just focus on that, you're then doing it for somebody else, and you're missing the point, really. Yeah. But it is a tricky one to navigate, and I'm sure you'll find this as you go, because you're going to want to grow your channel, and it's doing really well. And we're all looking at the numbers, whether we admit it or not, because that's where you find out how you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a trap. You can't escape.
And also it's a personal challenge as well. It's you know.
Yeah, and let's be honest, we're making videos because we want people to watch them. And if you deny that, then you're just making it up, because why else are you making the videos? And if you want people to watch them, of course, you want to improve and you want to get more numbers. But if you get into that obsessive trap looking at the numbers, and I have been there, then the fun somehow fizzles away because it's all about metrics.
And also, of course, you want to put out footage and videos that you know that people enjoy. And people have liked in the past and people, you know, want to see again. So you obviously, you want to do that, but at the same time, you've got to keep it to something that you want to do as well.
And it's funny because we all know that drama sells, right? And sometimes when things are a bit dramatic, like eBay withholding all our money, and we document that, and those videos did incredibly well. But chasing the drama for the sake of it, and, not pointing any fingers, but it happens. You can spot it a mile off.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not contrived.
No, we didn't.
We just documented how we were feeling at the time.
Yeah,
it was not great. We're not that good an actress and an actor.
Yeah.
Flipping Maggie says, "Yep, love a Monday picking order. Also love the tidying up the shed ones.
Oh, right.
But one of the most exciting was the dumpster diving for boxes. How mad is that?"
Well, I do. Since chatting to George and watching George Treasure Shed. Hi, Peter, by the way. Pete Hager's in. Good to see you. I do want to have a go at dumpster diving to save stuff from landfill beyond cardboard boxes and stuff. The whole dumpster diving idea and ethos behind it appeals to me so much, and I really do want to give that a go. And if I do, it'll probably be on a second channel, I think. But we're going to have a mess about with that soon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep. Watch this space. Well, maybe not this space, on another channel.
Tommy says, "I'm with you, Andrea. The editing side of it is when I can put my wizard's hat on and feel like I'm making some magic." Oh, that's a good way of putting it. I like that.
Yeah, it's fun. I wish I should give myself more time to think through little fun ideas, like the silly little time warping into here.
Yeah.
And I got into that. And one time I was coming from the shed to the house and I just appeared in the shop and then had to disappear from that sort of thing. I don't give myself enough time to plan that sort of stuff and do it, but I enjoy that. And I know the viewers enjoy that, but I'm always in a rush. And I say it most Monday, I've got to get all the orders out and I've got like an hour left before last post. And it's always like that. That's my life.
Yeah. I don't know how you squeeze it in.
I panic. Panic is the motivator for most things.
You're like, no, I need to make a video and get all the orders out. And I'm like, how are you going to do all that?
Yeah.
But somehow you do.
Welcome to my world. I cannot time manage.
Hello, Susie Gravy. Says, "I'm not a reseller, but still love watching both of your channels."
Yeah, we do have a surprising amount of people that don't resell, but find what we do entertaining, which is awesome.
Yeah, love that. I suppose we watch videos of things that we don't actually do ourselves. So
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Are you happy? Well, yes. Are you? I hope so.
Yeah, we're quite happy. I hope that comes across. We've created a very odd little life for ourselves that suits us. Yeah.
Spread your vibe and find your tribe.
Oh, where did you nick that from, Tommy? I like it.
I like that. Yeah.
What's Cheryl saying? I think you should do what you want, Andrea. My Insta has had 6,545 followers for over 6 months, but that's because I'm Marmite and I won't change.
Yeah, I'm finding Instagram is more and more difficult to push forwards. It's I think since you have to be doing reels and all this business for them to pick you up or promote, and I was saying this to you as well. I said I don't know if I should just promote, because I've followed a lot of accounts recently from promoted, and accounts that I'm enjoying, so maybe I should promote and more people will find me, but I don't know.
I put so little effort into Insta. I see Insta as a place where people can contact me and message me, and really I just share pictures and sometimes I talk to the camera for a bit.
Yeah,
I want to start going live. Cheryl goes live like every day. I've never done that.
No, you should do that.
It just doesn't enter my brain. I'll pick up the phone and chat for a couple of minutes and then upload it, but I never go live. Do they stay as a permanent video lives?
I think you can choose to. Oh, Jeff's off. I think you can choose to add it to your grid. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never done a live myself.
I bet that's the doctor. This will be his nemesis dog.
It's 8:30.
The way he's kicking off. Hang on. What's up, yeah? What are you doing?
Viva Mark says, "What's my channel called?" It's just simply Andrea Hills. So, yeah, easy to find. And yeah, I think the link to it should be in the description box below as well. Oh, thank you. Actually, VCP's just showed Final Guardian says, "Still here. I'm not so keen on watching the car boots. I prefer to see what's been bought, what you might make, and then what it's sold for." Yeah, I think the important thing is just to have a variety of things that people want to see, because they're obviously, you're not so keen on the car boots, but then there are other people that really love them. So people just got to mix it up.
People love the treasure hunt aspect of looking and looking with you.
Yeah.
Like looking over a stall and people, oh, there's something. People love to tell me what I miss.
Yeah. And to be fair, I enjoy that kind of content too. I enjoy watching other resellers, out and about, and I enjoy looking at the car boot sales and Tommy says, "Only way to do it," I think he's talking to Secret Car Park. "Only way to do it, Car Park, the more of yourself that comes through. Whatever topic or niche you are in, the easier you will connect with the right audience."
Well, enthusiasm is infectious. Whatever you're talking about.
Oh dear, he's on one, isn't he?
He's really on one.
He's making up for his being away at the weekend.
Yeah. There's nothing out there. I've just been and looked.
I think there might be another dog barking out there somewhere.
Jeff, I'll go and get him and hold him up here. I'll calm him down for a minute.
Peter says, "I actually prefer filming a non-reselling video where I'm going to visit places. I know it won't do too well, but I enjoy it and it goes on the channel." Yeah, I really enjoy that too. And we toyed with that a little bit and did a few, like going out to National Trust places and stuff. And yeah, they really didn't do very well at all, but we love doing it, and I enjoyed vlogging at the same time. And if we go away on a holiday or we go away and stay in an Airbnb, I really enjoy vlogging that. And
I like making those.
Being away for the weekend.
And again, those are the videos that serve as like, family snaps on steroids, right? We can watch back our trip to Hastings last year or anywhere, right? And I made a lot of videos when we were in America last time.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy watching those back because like I said before, you forget the details.
Yeah.
And having actual video of us and Ellen when she was a teenager and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Will says, "Do you ever get noticed out and about?" Yeah, quite often actually.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because we really enjoy meeting people and having a chat and stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we went to a yard sale event and didn't get recognised a couple of times. And just about every boot sale we'll go to, at least one person, if not several, will come up and
some people say as well,
hi.
"Oh, I saw you, but I don't want to bother you," or "I saw you out and about and I didn't say hello." And come up to us and say hello because we're very friendly.
Most of the time.
And we just love to meet people who do what we do. So yeah. Stephen says, "Really informative video put out by the CEO of Patreon on the channel SXSW called Death of the Followers." Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Well worth watching for content makers. Oh, right, let me just quickly take a picture of that so I remember. Because I won't once I've... Okay.
What's this question here? Would you rather have 1,000 strangers watch your video or have 10 of your favorite friends and idols watch your video?
or I'd probably have 1,000 strangers watch, because
Yeah,
it's a
I
bit
think-
embarrassing when your family watch.
Most of our family are bored to death of what we do. Anyway.
I don't know. Your dad was talking to me today about the fact they enjoy watching.
Oh,
our
actually,
videos
Mum
and
and
stuff.
Dad do watch a lot of our content. Yeah, I'd go with the strangers though, because really the point of this channel is to encourage people to reuse, recycle, make some money on the side.
Yeah.
You know, it's that whole ethos of secondhand and all of that. He's got his feet right on me.
In a sore place.
Yeah, I'll go with 1,000 strangers, I think.
Yeah, me too. So here says, I think it's cool to see your channel as exactly that, your own little broadcast station where you can do whatever content you want, of course, within the rules, etc. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a record of us and our business. I mean, it is a long time, 10 years, but in that time, you can see how it's evolved and changed completely.
Yeah.
If you look back at haul videos, it's like I wouldn't touch half of that now.
Yeah. But then things do change anyway in terms
of course.
You know.
Right, are you calm now, mister?
He's struggling.
He's like, let me down, let me out.
Pete says, best software to edit. I'm starting a reselling channel soon. Hopefully any help would be appreciated. We use iMovie because we've got Macs. And yeah, that's free. So yeah, we get on quite well.
We're not that fancy. There are way more advanced programs that I'm sure you get more effects and all sorts out, but iMovie is fairly simple to use. We can do it. And like you said, it comes free on iPhones. So
yeah, iPhone and Macs.
It works for us.
Ross says, what YouTubers do you both personally like to watch? Both resellers and non-resellers. Some fantastic non-resellers I watch are GeoWizard and Atomic Shrimp.
GeoWizard and Atomic Shrimp? Wow. Okay.
Not heard of those.
Right, favourite reselling channel. You're allowed to pick one. It's not bad. It's fine. Your favourite reseller?
Well, it's an American reseller, and it's Laura Caldwell.
Yep.
Yeah, she's my favourite to watch.
Yeah, she's very good.
She's very good at what she does.
She's
really
built up a huge channel and a huge following, and she sells a lot to her viewers, and she's incredibly good at what she does.
Yeah, and I really like her style. Whenever she picks up stuff, I'm like, I'd have picked that up. Whereas, I do watch Crazy Lamp Lady as well, but she has a very different taste to me. She likes a lot of, sort of more flowery things and things with birds on and cats and kitschy things. And I really like the mid-century stuff that Laura picks up.
Yeah, Laura has your taste completely. Favorite reseller? I've said before, I don't actually watch a lot of reselling content. In the early days of when I started YouTube, I would watch every UK, certainly, reseller out there and all of their videos. It was like we had this little club and it was so cool and exciting. But to be honest, I just find it hard to keep up. So I've kind of gone the other way now and I hardly watch any resellers. But I think currently, for me, I think Ricky is knocking it out of the park. He's so entertaining. He's just doing what we're all doing, buying and selling junk. But he's very natural on camera and he makes me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
So
in terms of non-reseller, I think I know what you're going to say, but who do you like to watch?
Mike the Scavenger. I watch all of Mike the Scavenger's content. He is a scrapper in America, but again, similar to Ricky, he makes it entertaining. It's beyond picking up scrap metal. It's his jokes, it's his humor, it's all of that stuff that goes along with it. Just funny little things he does and says makes it more than a scrapping channel. And then I love Tested, which is Adam Savage from Mythbusters. He has a whole channel now where he makes stuff and he does all sorts of content, but the making that he does. I love that. They're probably my favorites.
Yeah. I really like Kate. Is it Kate McCabe or Kate McCabe? I'm not sure, but I like watching her. And in a similar vein, Mr. Carrington and Lou and Cat Lou.
Well, they're thrifters, but not really resellers. Some a little bit. Yeah. But they do a lot of thrifting, don't they?
But I also like Broken Tate as well. So Yeah.
Oh, and I do watch some flat Earth debunking channels. It's hilarious. Simon Dan is great. He finds like tin hat theory people and just rips their videos apart with science. Love it. Honestly, love it. They're so funny. Yeah, cool question. What is the optimum video length, would you say?
Oh, who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, for me, watching, I watch all kinds really, but if I'm going to watch a really long one, sometimes I either watch it while I'm eating lunch or I watch it in parts. Like I watch Madeleine Olivia, and her videos are generally about an hour long. I can never watch it all in one sitting. So,
well, from
I don't know.
From a pure numbers point of view, as far as what's been successful, one of our most successful videos is like an hour long, and that was the eBay headlight debacle. And that's done 500,000 or something. One was only like 5 minutes long, and that was me ranting into my phone about a scammer. That's done well over 500,000. And then one's a minute long, and that's done like 100,000 views, and that's with a jibber jabber toy. Well, I just said, this is a jibber jabber. It goes like this. That's pretty much the whole video, and that's done really well. So lengthwise, it's just totally
I'm not
random.
sure what an optimum length would be, to be honest, really.
Maybe about 15 minutes is watchable, bite size.
Yeah, I think it really depends. I'm only talking from a viewer's point of view here, but I think it really depends on how much time I've got. So sometimes I will look for a shorter video because I think, oh yeah, I'm going to go and clean the bathroom or whatever. So I put something on while I'm cleaning the bathroom, just as a background noise. Yeah. And I often watch while I'm cooking as well, because keeps me company.
BCP sharing channels. Is Beck still doing the crafting stuff? Look, Beck's crafting channel. Excellent. Please stop spamming. It's all right, it's spamming your channels and your wife's channel. It's fine. Honest. Planet Passy, Thrifting Bean. There's so many channels out there.
Thrifting Bean, yeah.
Have you watched?
I've watched Thrifting Bean.
Oh, okay. I don't know all these channels.
Reseller Kev, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and here's a good channel coming up. That's Flipping Retro.
Aha! I adore editing. It's my favourite part. I'm not great in front of the camera.
Yeah, snap. I enjoy the creation of the video and I enjoy the editing of it. But yeah, if I was doing that and it wasn't my face, then it would be perfect.
I in some ways I quite like the kind of planned videos, like when I started to try and get a regular niche video, looking in depth at a niche within eBay. So I kind of plan those, look up a load of stuff and work out what I'm going to talk about, and then edit in all the pictures. But I find that is work. That's head work, right? I have to really think about it, plan it. And I'm scatterbrain, kind of all over the place kind of person. So I find that level of focus, sit down and get it done, I just don't do it. The last one of those I put out took me about 2 months of telling myself I must finish that video. So pick up the phone and talk is the easiest to make for me, because I can do that. I can rabbit on without thinking about it quite easily. Yeah. I think Richard's moved now. Congratulations. I think, are you in your new place?
Oh,
I think so. Maybe did I imagine that? Let us know in the chat, because they were getting ready to move when we chatted.
I did think that when I read it, and I thought, yeah, that's good words of wisdom. Hello, Lainey.
Getting in early.
Oh, did you thank Tommy for the chocolates?
Well, we didn't. We need to thank a couple of people. Yeah, Tommy sent us some chocolates, which we took with us at the weekend, and they were shared. My mum finished them off with glee. So thank you so much for thinking of us. It was so kind of you. And then Junie sent us a little personalized little congratulations on 10 years of YouTube, a little plaque thing, which I don't have to hand. It's in the shed, so I can't show you, sadly. I don't know if Junie's watching this, and we're trying to get contact so we can message her. Say hi if you're in, Junie. Yes, we haven't managed to contact you to thank you yet. But yeah, chocolates went down well.
Yeah, your mum enjoyed some.
I know. It's funny. At my mum's, I handed mum a box of chocolates. I said, yeah, I'd love a chocolate.
She'll be watching this as well.
Half an hour later, they'd all gone. It was only...
You got told off the other day for saying that your mum and dad were getting on.
Did I? Oh. There was only 3 left. It's fine, Mum. I'm winding you up.
Natalie says, I don't enjoy car boot footage, but I do enjoy the yard sale footage, probably because we don't have many of those where I live. Yeah, you see, everybody enjoys something different, so you've just got to do variety. I think that's the takeaway from this, really.
Yeah.
Stop, don't worry about...
I quite like hauls. I remember the way Ben used to do his hauls.
With his table.
With his table of stuff,
yeah.
And then show it, and then up on screen he'd put completeds. And I've tried to do that. Again, it's another layer of time and work to then have a picture available that you've researched to pop up on screen. It's a whole extra amount of time, isn't it, just to add that in? But I do like trying to do that. Yeah.
Flipper Maggie says, I loved seeing the places you take Jeff for a walk.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to do probably more day in the life type stuff, I think.
Jeff likes a yard sale.
Yeah, he does. We were talking about that today with your mum.
He loves it.
Because he's a very anxious dog, as we've said before. And we can't get him to go for a walk around Nick's mum's area. He won't go. We tried today, got 2 houses down, and he was like, no, I'm not going.
He's like, strange
but
place.
And your mum said, it's so weird because I watch your yard sale videos and he really seems to enjoy doing that. I said, yeah, he does. He loves the hustle and bustle. I think he feels safe amongst the hustle and bustle, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He feels safe if we have visitors and we go out for a walk as a family or with friends or whatever, he is happier to walk in the areas where he's anxious in the village because he's got more people around him, I think.
And also, I think he's trying to protect us when we're out.
Maybe.
He thinks he's the protector, and he's like, I hear a noise in the sky, Dad. We've got to go home. It's a bit like that.
Yeah, he does this staring into the sky.
I can hear the birds, Dad. We must go.
And it's windy.
We're not joking. This is what he's like.
Seaplane, he says, I watch because I'm a nosy. What's it? And I'm only here for Jeff.
Oh, only here for Jeff. Story of my life. Lots of chat. Phil, I generally only watch vids because I identify or enjoy the creator. Exactly. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. Adam Savage, there we go. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's such a good communicator. Right, and that I think goes back to people being passionate about what they're talking about, being knowledgeable about what they're talking about. It's just interesting to watch people like that. Yeah. Yes. There's Laney's channel. I recognised you for the first time doing what the British do best, queuing. Yes, indeed. Yes, we met in a queue.
Indeed.
Yeah, we won't be meeting in that queue anymore, though.
Oh, I'll tell you one. I was just looking at my YouTube because I was thinking, who else do I watch that I really enjoy? Somebody new that I've started watching. If you enjoy history videos, there's a person called Through Lucy's Lens, and she does social history videos, and I really love it. I'm really into her videos. She just popped up. And who else we love watching? Well, I specifically you watch with me if I've put it on. Kirsten and Jörg, and I know a lot of you watch Kirsten and Jörg, and I love their videos.
They're your bestest buddies.
I love their videos so much. I can't wait for the next one to come out every week.
I think if you met them, you'd be fangirling all over them. You'd be like, oh my God, love you guys.
I don't know if it would be that extreme, but I do, really enjoy their content. I think,
Oh, Jessica says, I explained reselling to a friend and her eyes glazed over. Yeah. Yes, I know. I've had that before. You guys are fab. You get it. Well, this is a big part of the whole reason we enjoy the channel, I guess, is because talking about reselling down the pub, people are just like, I don't care, right? What are you talking about? But on here, we can get excited about this, right?
Yeah.
And other people go, oh, that's an original 1980s Care Bear. I've not seen that one before. How much is it worth? How much did you pay for it? Oh, that's good, right? You get excited. I haven't sold him yet. He's on at 30 quid, by the way. But yeah, so it's an outlet to share our weird little part of the world.
Yeah.
The little reselling universe we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
Kind of sums it up, really.
Quite niche, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Susan's in. Hello. All of my family are blocked. That's quite extreme. They just don't get it. All I get is, why are you telling everyone everything? Because people find it interesting.
Had to block my mum because she kept coming onto my lives.
Right.
Oh dear.
Well, mum and dad might be watching this now.
Yeah.
But I don't think they have a YouTube account, so they can't comment.
No, they just tell you after the fact.
Well, dad was saying, I think it was last time we were down, he was saying, you keep popping up on my phone. My phone tells me when you put a video up. I'm like, oh, does it? Oh, good.
Monkey Thrifter says, some of my best videos, e.g. holidays, get more views for my car boot than reselling ones.
Oh, that's interesting.
Cheryl says, I knew you'd say Laura Caldwell. I love her too. Yeah.
Maybe, Pete, that's because people are finding it through the keywords. I remember we put a video out about a particular hotel we were in the Canaries, and that did really well. I think people were searching the names, very specific name of the hotel, because that video was getting loads of views from nobody was subscribed. I think our subscribers didn't really watch it much, but it has a life outside of the channel, still does now, I think.
Yeah. Stephen says, 100% agree with you. Laura's videos are great. And Maggie says, oh, Andrea, Laura Caldwell is mine too. Plus, I love the travel ones. I used to watch Crazy Lamp Lady, but aren't into that anymore.
Yeah. Well, Laura's a great example of somebody who is enthusiastic, right? She's beyond enthusiastic about, you know, a little vase or like you. It's like, oh my God, I found one of these.
And it's really inspiring.
But then she puts the detail in, right? And you learn why she's excited and who it is. And yeah, she is good. She's a presenter. She's a really good presenter.
She is.
Yeah.
Holt Sales watches Atomic Shrimp.
Atomic Shrimp. Now I need to know what that is or who that is.
Kev says, I went to a car boot this morning and I'm sure I saw Brum Reseller, recognised the voice when I heard him say £30. I'm not paying for that.
What would he be doing down here?
I don't know.
I mean, it could have been.
Way to come, isn't it?
Or were you up there? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Peter Ray says something quite important here. Having a YouTube channel has really helped my confidence massively over the years, to the point where I can be out and about and talk to people and even ramble live for hours. I couldn't have dreamt of doing that years ago.
Yeah.
It's
huge. And, you know, you've stuck with it, same as we've doggedly stuck with it. And, we've talked to you about that before, and it's incredible that it's helped you, you know, in that way.
But I relate to that, because I think that's having a YouTube having a YouTube channel has actually helped me with confidence as well.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And if you don't follow Angela's vintage shop, then I highly recommend it, because she has a really great channel if you're into your vintage. And she says, hi, Andrea and Nick. How do you keep motivated when life gets busy? I feel so overwhelmed by how much time editing videos takes me. I hope it gets easier in time.
How do you keep motivated? I don't know. I don't think motivation is the problem. It's fitting it all in. I'm motivated to do things generally, unless I'm on a bit of a downer mentally and then everything's hard. It's time management is the issue for me, not necessarily the motivation. And sometimes when I am struggling for time, actually, this is perhaps a good tip. just do a ramble video. Those usually do really well, where you've got something on your mind about reselling or something you're excited about or something, and you just pick up the phone and talk and just put it out as it is.
I just try and put aside a day or two a week of thinking those are the days I'm doing my video. And well, it depends. If I filmed at the weekend, then I have one day where I'm editing and getting everything sorted and getting it scheduled. But if I'm pre-recording one, then I make sure that I give myself a couple of days in the week and try not to put the pressure on myself thinking I've got to do this, this and this and this and this as well. I think that's my priority. That's what I'm going to do today.
And live streams like this are a great way to make content, because you're just talking and you're interacting, and you can pick a subject and go live and talk about it, answer questions from the chat, and that's a video. And this will stay on the channel and get views after the fact. I think the live has been a kind of linchpin of the channel for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a place where people can come and
connect. It's certainly become a really good social outlet for us and for people in the side chat. And a lot of you have been with us for years, which has been fantastic. And it feels like meeting with friends, doesn't it, on a Sunday evening now?
Definitely. I went to Atomic Shrimp's channel for his scam email vids and stayed for everything he does. Oh, see, this sounds interesting now. Okay. Oh, and Lane as well. Atomic Shrimp, he's amazing. Okay, I'm sold on it. Dan the Cellman from New Zealand.
It's David Pentland. Hello.
Adam Savage. Yes, Adam is great. Adam Savage is the biggest geek ever. Yes, he is, and he wears that badge with pride. Hi, David. Good to see you. Master of Pieces is one channel I cannot miss a single vid. Love it.
Yeah.
Such a lovely person. Yeah, I must message and see if he can come on for a chat at some point.
That'd be good.
I must watch some of his videos. I haven't watched for ages. Yeah. Again, he's very good at being enthusiastic and knowledgeable about his stuff, right? And that's kind of all you need in the reseller world. You need to be enthusiastic and knowledgeable, maybe knowledgeable. I'm not sure I qualify for that bit most of the time.
Bill Making Stuff is a great channel.
Sounds good.
Have you watched Big Stack Casting, where he melts scrap for casting into ingots and stuff?
Probably. I've watched a lot of that sort of videos. I've probably stumbled across that channel.
Stephen really likes Bobby Duke Arts.
There's so much content out there, isn't it? It's just mind-boggling how many channels there are.
Yeah. Mel's channel, Back from Burnout, is fantastic.
Mel is very good at what she does. I don't think she knows how good she is at what she does.
Laney says, I hate editing. It makes me want to stick pins in my eyes.
Wow.
I love making up ideas and putting them into action.
Yeah. Well, this is it. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and you have to play to them, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. If you can figure out a way that works for you,
Are there any yard sales this weekend? I don't actually know.
We've not had our head in the game, have we?
No, we haven't. We've had a couple of weeks where we haven't been to any. Yeah. Sorry, I'm realising. We miss Ben's videos as well.
Who was that? Was that Catherine there? Thank you for the order the other day, by the way.
Cool.
I enjoyed toy box unpacking. Great variety of stuff. Yeah, I think I said earlier, I had to quite highly edit that. We were there for ages, fishing everything out and looking at it. So I ended up kind of cutting it down to some of the few bits that I was going to actually look up and share the research with you.
Cheryl says 100%. You have to relate and be engaged with someone. I've watched some today and they were seriously boring, no personality. Yeah. You
have to connect. And other people will connect with those channels that you've looked at and thought that's dull. Like I watch some channels and Andrea's like, oh, here we go. No, leave it in the room, right? Because it's not your thing.
No, exactly.
And that's fine.
That's the same with me. You don't enjoy watching Mr. Carrington.
Not really. I
Something like
don't
that.
mind them as people, but that, yeah, usually I would rather be doing something else. So it's not what floats my boat, because they're much more lifestyle than reselling.
Yeah.
And I don't really seek out reselling content anymore either. So I just, yeah. There's only so many times I can hear about a candle or a mug, right? Oh, I got a new candle this week. I'm off. No, I'm out. I'm done. It is though a bit like that, isn't it?
Cheryl says, also obsessed with through Lucy's lens, and I love that guy who does the history around London, so knowledgeable.
Oh, I think I know the guy you mean. There's a few channels like that.
Yeah, I think I know. I don't subscribe. But
We got into the walking channels, the channels where they just walk around, like what is that called? Something Walker.
Watched Walker.
The Watched Walker, and he was doing ones in central London, and then he was. Yeah, when we were looking at moving, we were using him to go around different towns and villages as well. Yeah. And that's literally just somebody with a really nice 4K camera just slowly walking around the place. Right? And that's the thing. And he gets hundreds of thousands of views.
Bargain Bucket says, best YouTube channel, Andrea Hills in her room full of goodies.
Well, there we go.
I want a Pinocchio puppet like that one that sits on her shelf. Well, it's for sale.
Would you really like it? Because it's for sale.
I haven't listed it on eBay yet, but it is for sale. So, yeah.
What's this one here? I'll read that. This is Undercover Dog. I was thinking of creating a social history channel and visiting different places recommended by suggestions. I'm filming my first video now about the Great Western Canal and the people who built it. I love stuff like that. And if I had time, I do have several YouTube ideas I want to try, but it's time. You have to commit a certain amount of time, energy, and passion and all of that to an idea. But yes, there's such a demand and a hunger for that content. Yeah, DM me on Insta and send me the link when you have a video up. I'll watch.
Cheryl says, maybe I should start doing YouTube again. Yes, you should.
Do it.
Yes.
You can always stop again if you don't like it. Just call it Cheryl swearing a lot. That'll do.
She says, having my Instagram has helped me realize that it's okay to be myself and some people actually like me.
It is. It's a real thing, realizing that realizing two things, that some people do actually like you, and also that not everyone is supposed to like you. I think that was a big penny drop years ago with YouTube. It's like, no, not everyone's going to like your channel. And that's not the mission. You're trying to find your people that actually want to watch you. And it's a switch in the head, isn't it? It's not about trying to get everyone to like you. It's about finding those people that understand you and what you're about. Yeah.
Anne says, conversation goes, me. Oh, why did I sell this? And how am I going to pack it? Daughter, no problem, Mum. Nick will have a video showing you how to do it. And you do. So I thank you.
Yeah, our conversation goes, oh, ka-ching. Oh, what have you sold? And you'll go, oh, it's a massive coffee pot and cups.
Or a glass jug and 6 glasses.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, we don't know if that's arrived safe yet, do we? Have you had feedback for that yet?
I haven't seen it. But I have every faith in you.
Thanks.
Afro Gamer says, hey Nick and Andrea, I've been watching loads of your videos lately. You both seem really nice. Really like how you deal with your issues on eBay with sellers and with eBay withholding your money. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to know that you're enjoying it.
I'm really glad we made a decision. It was a decision to share all of that because we were so stressed and we didn't talk about it for a good week or two while it was going on. But then we thought it was so important to share that. And we're so glad we did, because eBay took notice. Whether things are going to change, whether they will do what they said what the things they said they were going to do to change things for the better, I don't know. But it has opened some doors within eBay for us, and we have some people that, we can speak to. Yeah, it's been an interesting one. All from sharing the fact that their customer service was appalling. So we're glad we did.
Yeah. Kev says, just checked, there's a yard sale at Sholdham this Sunday, just trying to work out how many houses are involved. Okay, we'll look into that then.
Don't know where that is.
I don't know either, but we'll look into it.
Favourites are Lex and Carla.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I saw that. I love watching the music reaction videos. Oh, well, do you follow Lainey for her Lainey Reacts?
Yeah, we got into that, didn't we? I still watch. I like watching people reacting to stuff I'm obsessed with. So currently, I'm watching lots of people reacting to Lana Del Rey's recent stuff. Because I am
obsessed.
Mildly obsessed? No, completely obsessed with Lana. It's currently out of control. She is all I'm listening to.
Oh dear.
She is the singer-songwriter of our time, in my opinion.
Cue Lainey and Susan in the chat.
I don't care.
That's Flipping Retro said, we love watching you guys. We've seen all your videos now. Alexa said, we have completed your channel.
You haven't. That's a lot of videos.
Right. Trying to get to the end because we are now.
We've done an hour.
Wow, it's 6:05.
6:05.
Oh, yes, please list it. Okay, I will try to list either this week or next.
Or
I do have a bit of a backlog of
you could just DM us on Insta and
or email addresses below.
We could do you a bit cheaper because we can avoid eBay fees if you come direct. It's up to you. You said it's 6:10 or something a minute ago.
I'm just laughing at it. No, did I?
Yes.
Didn't mean that. Sorry.
No, I know you did.
6:10. Oh dear. We also started a new job at Microsoft on Friday, but tripped over a cable. Don't think anyone noticed.
No, nothing happened.
Oh dear. And he says, there's a guy on TikTok I love who researches discarded photos he buys from auction that have names on and tells you about their life. Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Windy Witch.
Oh.
Are we at the end? I think we are. Susan says, I thought we might make it through a video without reference to the Moni. But no.
I'll only talk about her more. If it pees you off, guys, I will only do it more.
Well, being as it's 6:10.
It's 6:10, everybody. It's time to put Lana Del Rey on, I think, very loud to annoy the neighbours.
Lainey's talking about doing a quiz. I don't know if anyone else is.
Well, we normally end these with words of wisdom. We should have given you some warning. So we'll read out a few of those, pick a favourite. And then, so next week's going to be Cheryl. Looking forward to that. And we have a bunch of other guests lined up. So it's going to be, interesting next few weeks.
Yeah.
Have you got a new video out on your channel then?
There is one that went up on Thursday. It was a charity shopping video. It was us going to Bury St Edmunds.
Oh, yeah. It was Flying Ant Day. Yes. And there is a video up that I put up yesterday, I think, of us unpacking an unfeasibly large box of toys. If you haven't seen it, it's quite a fun one.
We didn't ask for words of wisdom, but it is time for words
of
wisdom.
I did just ask.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Sorry, I was reading Lainey's thing about doing a quiz. Oh, dear.
Are you reading that?
Yeah, Elaine says, happiness is not about getting all you want. It's about enjoying all that you have.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites, I think. One of my favourite quotes. I think it's in a Sheryl Crow song, isn't it?
If it makes you happy. No, not that one.
Soak Up the Sun.
I want to soak up the sun.
Yeah.
I love that album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
I went through a phase a couple of months ago of going back through all of my Sheryl Crow albums. She is so good. And her later albums that weren't as big are perhaps her best stuff. Wildflower is a work of absolute genius.
That's a really good album.
Yeah.
George's Treasure Shed says, watch Tommy Trades live at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Big announcement.
Oh, I might have some insider knowledge about that.
Do you? You haven't shared it with me.
Yes, I have.
Oh.
I told you all about it and you were clearly not listening.
When did you tell me all about it?
I'll show you when we finish and you'll go, oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah, probably will. Ross says, everyone should watch Atomic Shrimp, especially his positivity comments. Nothing but words of wisdom in those.
I am so checking out this now.
Kev says, happiness is a cigar called Hamlet.
Well, my cigar days are over, but okay, yes.
Michael says, if you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come. Who said that in the first
place? From a film. I
don't know.
Darren says, always listen with one ear open. That's Jeff.
Jeff can listen to 2 or 3 things at the same time.
It's like a little antennae.
It's so funny when you're telling him to calm down. There's nothing going on outside. There's no dogs out there. He's looking at you, and his ears are both like pointed at the door. It's like, yes, Dad, I'm not listening to the outside world, really, isn't he? He's a little so and so.
Yeah. Jan says, be who you are and do what you love. Yes, I like that.
And in a similar vein, one of my favorite words of wisdom,
Dr. Zeus,
was I thought
it was going to be based on that.
Be you, so those that are looking for you can find you.
Yeah,
I think it was.
I think I posted that on Instagram, and then you.
Oh, was it you that told me it? I think that's great because it's so easy to get wrapped up in trying to be who people want you to be. Yeah. But it's the other way around. Try and be your true self, and people will find you. Yeah. And if people don't like you, that's fine. You're like, yep, move on. Yeah.
Yeah, that really sums up what we've been talking about today, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Undercover Dog says, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. It's a mental health quote. It's a really good one. Oh, Field of Dreams. There we go. Oh, that's the second time Field of Dreams has come up today. We were walking across a wheat field and we were walking with our niece, Emma, who's come over from Australia, where she's currently living, and she's brought her Australian boyfriend home with her. And he was just in awe of the fields of wheat. You know, he said, it's like I'm walking through a movie. And I said, yeah, Field of Dreams.
Oh.
Yeah. Jessica says, if a slice of heaven is a window, is a windowsill, try not to rumble over someone else's thunder. Oh.
Is that too deep for my brain? It might be. I might have to come back to that one.
Lainey, don't do quizzes with song lyrics. If you were watching to the end of our quiz last week, and if you got right to the end of our stream, I was having a meltdown.
You stormed off in a huff.
I did not. I went over there to put my fingers in my ears so that I could try and hum the song to myself.
I'm still impressed I got any lyrics from that round correct. At one point, I was just putting random words in that I thought might be in a song.
Yeah, here's one. I'll come back to Raymond. Jibbity Joe really works for sea shanty songs.
I was getting desperate. What can I say?
Raymond says, some dreams do come true. Indeed.
What's that? If you can have a dream,
you can have a dream. How you gonna have a dream come true? Talk.
Is that Captain Sensible? It was.
Well, it comes from South Pacific, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I only know the Captain Sensible version.
Yeah.
Do you know what band he was in?
He was in
Pub quiz. What band was Captain Sensible?
I want to say Bad Manners, but
no.
It wasn't Bad Manners.
Right era.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I do know it.
Yeah. Quick, the chat's going to get it before you.
Oh no. It was something like that.
Am I at the bottom? No, I'm not.
No. The Damned.
The Damned.
Oh.
The Damned. Yeah. Right. Are we done here? Have you picked a favourite? Captain Sensible. See?
Oh, do you know?
Ross knows. Harris knows.
I think what we were talking about.
What?
About being yourself. And actually, I'm going to go with, I know it's not right now, but Tommy's comment earlier about creating a tribe that, how does it?
You can't remember how it went.
I can't remember how it went. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Is basically it.
Create your vibe, attract your tribe.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We're going with something like that from earlier.
Yeah, Tommy's quote from earlier, because I think that really sums up what we've been talking about today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to sum up, we didn't really know what we were going to talk about. We weren't sure we were going to be live, and we didn't have a guest lined up because of that reason. And we just thought it was worth talking about why we put ourselves out there, why we continue to put ourselves out there. And there are many reasons, but the main one still is that we get a lot out of it personally. We still enjoy it. It can be a lot of time consuming, and sometimes it can feel like work, but in the main, we still enjoy it. It now pays us, so it's a financial benefit for the business. But yeah, we find our people. All these wonderful people in the chat. Look at them. So that's why we keep doing it, I guess. Yeah.
Indeed.
Right, are we doing a quiz with Lainey now? Is that happening?
I think that might be happening.
Wow. Okay. Excellent. Thank you all so much for joining us. We've still got 167 people. So if you all gently stroke the like button on the way out, it might do something to that algorithm I'm saying we shouldn't pay any attention to. And thank you, for being here. Thanks for your words of wisdom. With them, I'll put my teeth in.
I think we're both just really tired and can't speak tonight.
Please go and check out Andrea's video on the Andrea Hills channel. If you're not subscribed, why not? And we'll see you sometime during the week for another video. And next Sunday when we have Cheryl on. Don't miss that.
Yes.
Ta-ra!
Bye.